So welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you the continuation of the yard office, building on from the carcass to the more detailed model, adding the siding and the detail for the door and window, and also the chimney, which I'm going to add onto the side. So let's get back to it. So now I've done the back and the two sides, you can see roughly how this goes together, and although the detail may not come out particularly well on camera, we're ready to do the front. And what I'm going to do here is start down at this edge and work my way up, and then I'm going to do the long parts here, and we'll cut out the top for the door frame and also obviously the window frame. And then once I've added the siding on for that, then I'll start the detail for the window and also for the door. Then I'll move on to the roof, and I'll leave the chimney till last because I'm going to add that on the side. Although I've added siding to this, I did that to give it a bit more rigidity, and also again I'm going to do a few boards to show you what I'm doing, and then I'll carry on off camera because I'm sure you won't want to watch me do it all in real time, and then we'll come back to adding the detail. That is a lot narrower than the other ones. So now I can run one across all the way across, and then I can work down to the window. Okay, that is about bang on. I think I'm going to glue first and then cut. So we've got our final one on. So we come back from the last session and the camera decided to stop recording, but I managed to get all the boarding on the front now and cut out the shape for the window. So that's all completed, and I'm now thinking about what I'm going to do next. I've been thinking about the roof and the tiles and looking at some pictures on the internet for various sheds like this, and what I've decided to do is put another roof on top and then add the slates to it and add some boards that go on the ends. We'll probably make this the end of the video once I've done that, and then I will carry on with the detailing of the door, window and the chimney. So okay, so the first thing I want to do is to work out the size of the roof that I want, and I'm going to make it around about 2 millimeters wider than the size of the roof currently, which will give me around about 52 millimeters, I would say. And then I also want to work out the width of it as well, that being 21. I'm going to make the overlap of the overhang for this 22 millimeters as well, so 52 and 22 is a good place to start. So I'm going to use a piece of card from this box, try and see whether this is useful. So we've got a width of just about 52 on there. Yep, we're spot on with that. So 22 millimeters is going to be 44 millimeters because obviously I've got both sides. Then I'm going to measure in the middle and then score down to give me the break, or to give me the ridge. So we do it on both sides. So first of all I'm going to score the line for the centre line. I probably normally would score this on the back so you didn't get the cut line on the top, but as this is going to be covered by ridge tiles, I'm not too concerned about that. Right, we've got the roof, the outer roof, or the inner outer roof, and now I can see how that lines up, and that looks perfect to me. To make life a bit easier, I'm going to glue that on now. Right, so the next part of this is to get the roof on. So I cut some slates out earlier on, and I wanted to see roughly how many I would need. So I'm going to I'm going to have a slight overlap on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out that most slates are of a uniform size roughly. I've made mine around about 2 foot by 18 inches. I haven't actually looked up to see whether this is a standard size or not, but they seem to look kind of a good decent size to me. And I think, as I say there, I've got enough for 3 per row, and then obviously the ridge tiles will cover up the gap at the top, which I'm probably going to make out of card paper, cartridge paper, so they're not as thick. Get the individual tiles out much more easily. Now I've got the vertical lines, I'm going to cut across from this edge first, and that should then free up the first row of tiles. So basically it's going to be a case of now gluing on the tiles, and looking at the photos the tile went slightly over the edge, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm also going to put the barge boards, maybe whatever they're called, that go round here behind, slightly behind. So I'm going to start off slightly overlapping that front edge, and then work my way back from there. And the question is, do you put a dab of glue on the roof or do you put it on the tile? So let's try both ways and see which works best for us. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the scalpel to prod the slate and get it into the position that I want it to be. Again, I don't want uniformity on this. I want it to look a little bit uneven. Okay, well we'll do it one way on this side and we'll do it the other way on the other side. We've got a bit of a quandary because we've got a gap, so of course in real life that wouldn't happen, but in our world we're going to have to botch it. Okay. Right. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there for this evening. I'm going to take the excess off this edge just to finish off, but I think for the moment I'm going to leave it there, and then tomorrow I'll try doing it in a slightly different way of doing the tiles going up. I'm going to have to try and work out what I'm going to do, and obviously and then I'll work out the ridge tiles. So this is taking slightly longer than expected, and given that it's a scratch build, and also it's probably one of the first models I've done for a long time a la carte, I'm reasonably happy with it. So a lot of the detail will come out when I paint it. So yeah, I think we'll leave it there and carry on tomorrow with it. In fact, actually I plan to kind of do some more videos, but bring them out a bit quicker, and sort of do a bit more of a real-time modelling, just so people can see a bit more progress rather than long breaks and then seeing kind of the finished object. I don't know if people are interested in seeing that, but certainly it helps me to kind of come down and, well, come up and sit down and get some modelling done. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow. In the next video I'll show you painting, weathering and adding on the final detail. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more of the buildings for this layout, click on one of the videos on screen now, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.